Let's go ahead and go to levels. Oh, did it kick me out? It's okay. No worries, guys. No worries. Let me go ahead and put this to silent. Do not disturb and put a timer on. All right, let's get to it, fam. Let's get to it. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and cover the macro to micro entries. Do you guys want me to cover the change of character and all that good stuff right now? Or do you guys just want me to go into the macro to micro entries? You guys tell me. Because I feel like we take a lot of time breaking it down, which I don't mind, but I mean it's for you guys. So what do you guys want? Do you guys want to cover the change of character, then macro to micro? Or
Yeah,
do you
just
want
go into it, bro. I
to
feel like
okay.
we should just go into it.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna go with some sales today. I feel like I cover a lot of buys. I don't know why. I just do. All right. So market is downtrending right now. Right? Market is downtrending. Now, sooner or later, fam, it's going to have to create some type of structure, right? It can only drop for so long, right? So when that happens, we have to go ahead and make sure we're focused on the structure. So right now we're downtrending, guys. Where market's making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows, right? So market is downtrending. So if market's downtrending, we want to go ahead and capitalize on the market selling off, right? So this is how we're going to go ahead and do it. As of right now, all I have is lower low and lower high. So in order to get a break of structure to the downside, I actually need to break and close below this low. So guys, when you guys know that, put a line right here and mark it up. Need, go ahead and put all caps like a boss. Need change of character for sell op. Right? Have it all marked up, guys. That way there's no second guessing. Because what market loves to do is make the market structure that needs to be respected, and then inside it'll go ahead and confuse the hell out of you, right? So when you mark that up and you have it locked and loaded, guys, there is no second guessing. You're just waiting at that point. Does that make sense? Give me a one if that makes sense, fam. So as the market is doing its thing, again, we have lower low, lower high. We need market to do its thing and break below this line to give us that BOS, letting us know market is continuing down, right? So let's go ahead. Market's doing its thing. Awesome. We get a BOS. This is exactly what we need to see, guys. So now that we got that need change, oh, actually, dang, y'all don't even let me know. It was supposed to be need BOS. Need BOS for sell op. That's my bad. But we're gonna have the need BOS for sell op, right? So now that we got that, let's go ahead and just confirm BOS. Does that make sense, guys? That's my slip up. Totally apologize. But does that make sense? Give me a five if that makes sense, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Awesome. Awesome. So now that we got this, guys, we got the BOS. Once we can identify the rally breakout, boom, let's go ahead and follow that rally back up. So we got one candle, two candle, three candle, four candle, boom. This last buying candle is our starting point. This is going to be our sell zone. Why is it called the starting point? Because that's the last buying candle before the market started bearish, right? The last buying opportunity candle that started that rally down. Boom. So once we're able to find the starting point, guys, we have to go ahead and find the stop loss in that area, right? So let's go ahead and use this red candle, and that wick will be our stop loss. Give me a five if you are with me right now. Give me a five if you're with me right now, guys. Awesome. Awesome. Also, guys, you want to know what's very, very helpful? Levels actually lets you know when market's breaking out, when you just got a BOS, right? When you pay attention to these arrows, guys, levels is actually going to let you know, yo, we just got a BOS. Let's go ahead and find something, right? So boom, guys, this is exactly what we need to see in order to continue sales, right? Now, we're focusing on the change of character. So this sell setup is going to have to get clapped, and that's okay, guys. Especially if we're looking for some type of buy opportunities and we can see, oh, this is the last selling opportunity candle, right? This is the last starting point. We know we need to go ahead and break above, right? Let's just say that was an entry point over here we were looking at. Boom. Market just touched that supply zone or that demand zone, right? That starting point. Now market's going to start heading back up, doing exactly what we need it to do, right? Awesome. Now, since it just hit this starting point, it may give a reaction. So everybody who's looking to sell in this area may get put into profit, right? It's not always just going to disrespect. Boom. So market gets put into profit, whoever's looking to sell here. But look, a lot of people in Powerhouse were looking to take buy opportunities here, and they're waiting for this change of character to happen. Lower low, lower high, lower low, and we're waiting for this change of character. Are you guys with me right now? Right? Because this is exactly how it's going to look on the live chart, guys. Right? Most people are going to be expecting buys here, and this is the structure that you need to see. Right? So let's go ahead. Let's just put this across for the visual. Love it. Love it. So as market is pushing up, right, it's finally clapping these sellers. And that's okay because we needed that to happen, right? So boom, this sell starting point got clapped. That's okay. We wanted that to happen, right? Because we were looking for buys right here. We were looking for buys right here in this area. Let's go ahead and make that green, right? We were looking for buys in this area. So this structure, guys, gave us exactly what we need to see. So let's go ahead and we will clean this off. Now levels will actually let me know that we just got a change of character. Awesome. And levels will also let me know that we broke structure to the upside. Boom. Right. So look, check me out, guys. When you see levels have a red arrow and then a blue arrow, focus on what's present. Right. This red arrow was the past. That's what we were looking for. Right. But now that we got this brand new bullish rally breakout, this is the fresh move right here. Market is bullish now. Does that make sense? So now that we can see our bullish rally, guys, we need to go ahead and follow that rally back down to the last selling candle now. So we got one candle, two candle, three candle, four candle, boom. This last selling candle, guys, is our starting point. So let's go ahead and box that up. We'll go ahead and change that to blue because that's what levels is. Right. And then after we find our starting point, fam, we need to go ahead and find that stop loss. Okay. So let's go ahead and we will use this green wick or this green candle, put that wick right there. So when it comes to the stop loss and the starting point, this is going to be the starting point stop loss. Give me a 1 if this makes sense, and give me a question mark if you are confused. But with that question mark, please tell me where I got you confused. Awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome. Cool. So this is just one opportunity, fam. Right? I like to give us two opportunities, right? I like to find the starting point and I like to find the head and shoulders, right? So if this is opportunity number one, where would our second opportunity be, fam? Who wants to unmute? Where the vets at?
BOS.
The BOS. Thank you, Giselle. This BOS is going to be my shoulder. So let's go ahead, change that to gray. Okay, so now we found our second opportunity. Now, guys, I draw it like this with the BOS because that last BOS is going to be your shoulder when it comes to the inverted head and shoulder. So notice how we have a lower low. This lower low, guys, is going to be your shoulder. This lower high is going to be your neckline, right? Once market drops down one more time, giving us this entry, notice how this is the lowest low, and then it turns right back around and we break structure to the upside. You guys see that? Right? So when you guys see that, you got to go ahead and think of the homie. Let's pull off the homie. Right? You see how this low area would be my head, and where the BOS is going to be my shoulder, right? Check me out. Shoulder, neckline, the head, change of character. You guys see that? Give me a 2 if this is making sense. And give me a question mark if you're lost. So when you see that, guys, you see your last BOS, right? We got that last BOS, and then market changed character, guys. Guys, this last BOS is your shoulder. That's your shoulder, right? That's why I need you guys to mark up like this. Practice marking up like this, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? Now, the thing is, the starting point is its own entry with its own stop loss, okay? And the head and shoulder is its own entry with its own stop loss. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. Give me a 1 if that makes sense, man. The starting point has its own stop loss, and the head and shoulder has its own stop loss. So when it comes to the head and shoulder, guys, we know this is our shoulder. Now we need to find our stop loss. I'm gonna just go ahead and pull this up because I know y'all like, bro, that's a stop loss and a half, bro. It's okay, guys. No worries, bro. No worries. Okay, let's just use that as my wick. Okay, guys. So this lowest point, right? The head is going to be my stop loss. That's my stop, guys. So when I'm looking to take opportunities, this is how your setup should look on that macro time frame, right? This isn't micro. This isn't the lower time frame yet. This is just what the higher time frame trade setup should look like, right? So I'm entering anywhere within the first touch. I love the first touch, guys. I want to enter as soon as market enters as though, right? I know KT, she likes to enter at that 50, and that's totally okay. That is off preference, okay? Off preference. So whatever you like to do, guys, just continue doing it and stay consistent with that, right? Who likes to enter at the 50%? Give me a 5 if you like to enter at the 50%. And give me a 1 if you like to enter at that first touch. I'm a 1. I like to enter at that first touch. All right, Caesar, Angel, Brandon, Josue. All right, guys. I do an entry at the beginning and an entry at the middle and an entry at the bottom. Okay, now doing that, you have to under leverage those. Like those have to be, must be test trades, bro. Have to be. Okay. Gotta be test trade under leverage. Yes, gotta be under leverage. Right. Now, Long's all in, and we all know that, guys. But he's smacking. So hey, when he sends a trade, do what you gotta do. Hey, settle down, settle down. That's funny. You guys are hilarious. All right, guys. So this is how one setup should look like, right? Now the second setup is gonna look like this. My entry anywhere, and this goes the same, whether it's the 50% or the first touch, and your stop loss is going to be down here, right? Stop loss is going to be down here with both of these minimum 1 to 3s, right? Now, I know some people like to put their stop loss like this, very, very tight. Guys, whatever the head and shoulder stop loss gives you, it has, oh my goodness, excuse me, it has to be like that. Yes, I am telling you, I have 2 different entries. Why? Because I don't know what zone the market is going to respect, right? What if I'm only focused on this shoulder and actually market wanted the starting point and then ended up taking off, right? I would have missed out, right? Now, I'm okay taking a loss right here because I don't know what zone market is going to respect, right? All I have to do is stay ready. If I take a loss here, it's all good. It's all good. I know where market's headed. Boom. Let's go ahead and do what we got to do. Does that make sense, Vic? Now, I'm going to show you exactly um, how to get that confirmation because you don't have to be the first one in, guys. You never have to be the first one in a zone. Okay. I like to get in because I like to test trade. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this for the visual. I like to get in because I like to test trade, guys. Like I have no problem dropping a 0.01 on the first touch and taking a $4 loss. Like I'm okay with taking test trades and taking $4 losses, right? Because I want to see what zone is going to be respected. Once I see what I need to see, I can go ahead and start leveraging correctly. Okay. But does everybody understand this right here? Go ahead and take a screenshot of this if you need to. Right. This should be in your notes, guys. This should be in your notes so you can go ahead and have this while you trade. This is very important. Very, very important, guys. Okay. So the macro, I'm sorry, the micro. This whole setup, this whole thing, guys, is considered the macro. Okay. Now, a macro can be any time frame of from 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily, right? Now, on this right-hand side, as market's dropping down, I need to go ahead and focus on that structure. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete these for the visual. Now, guys, as the market's dropping down, we must focus on pullbacks. That's it. All we do is focus on pullbacks, guys. Right? So as market gives me a break of structure to the downside, I can mark it up the exact same way and just wait. Just wait, guys. Boom. And we do this over and over again. All you do is stay fresh. You're waiting, guys, for market to turn around. Now, what do we need right here? We can see we're having the market trend down to our entry. It's giving us BOSs, but we need that change of character for opportunity by opportunity. Boom. So as market drops down, we got lower low, lower high. Notice how we never changed character. We kept dropping down. Boom. So now I need to adjust my knee change of character line. So let's go ahead. So now, guys, market is inside my zone, right? Market is inside my zone. Maybe you test traded this zone, maybe you didn't. You don't have to be the first one in, right? But now, where should my need change of character line be? Should it be at this gray one or should it be at this red one? Where do I
At the
need?
red, at the red, at the red.
Yes, stay fresh and close to the market, guys. Stay fresh and close to the market because once we get this change of character, it's go time. We can go ahead and start doing what we do. Does that make sense? Now, what if it doesn't change character, Vinny? Well, it doesn't look like that was the zone market really wanted, bro. Right? We'll just go ahead and head down. If market doesn't change character, right? If market never changes character from here, it wasn't this zone. It can consolidate and do all this stuff to convince you, but if it doesn't break above your knee change of character line, guys, it's not going to continue up. That's why this line is so important. So if we get one more push back down, we got it. We got it. Yes, exactly. We got it. So let's just say, boom, this wasn't the entry it was going for. We could just delete this and stay fresh, right? So I have my BOS, my last BOS, guys, right? I need to adjust my need change of character for buy op. Now, once we finally get this pushed up, boom, we got that change of character. So again, guys, you do not, I repeat, you do not have to be the first one in here. You don't, okay? You don't. This is how we go from macro to micro. Now, again, I love to test trade higher time frames, so I'm always going to be in, but you do not have to, right? If you're back testing and you're like, bro, low-key, I've been getting clapped when I take the first touch, but actually when I wait for that confirmation, I'm actually having a better win to loss ratio, right? So whatever pairs you trade, you're going to have to do the back end stuff to understand what's actually working for you. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a one if that makes sense. So boom, we got this change of character. We got the change of character. Let's go ahead and change this and update it. Change of character, baby. Yes, sir. Cool. So the same rules apply, guys. The same rules apply. Do you guys think because we broke structure to the upside, we should have some type of rally breakout in here? Some type of rally breakout? Yes or no, guys? Because
Yes,
this is
sir.
what I'm looking for. When I say rally breakout, I'm looking for the same thing that happened on the higher time frame. I'm looking for the same exact thing. Nothing changes. What happens on the
Exactly.
higher time frame
Yes,
happens on the
sir.
lower time frame. Right? So as I get this rally breakout, maybe there's a starting point right here. There should be a starting point right here. Right? You can take that as your opportunity and send it back up. Or where's my second opportunity, guys? Where's my second opportunity? We have a starting point as opportunity one. The head, the head is not an entry, it's only a stop loss. The shoulder, my BOS is my shoulder. So I can also have something like this, ready and locked and loaded. My brand new stop loss will be here, and my entry will look something like this. Whatever entry you like to use, whether it's starting point or a shoulder, this is what it should look like, guys. Right? Even though you know your stop loss is here, you don't have to be super tight. You can always give it a little bit of pips, right? You don't always have to be tight with it, but it's good to identify the stop loss always. So, guys, this is what the play should look like. We let market come back to us, do what we got to do. Yes, Vic. Yes. Head is SL, shoulder is entry. Let's go. Put that in your notes. Boom. And we send it to where market was intended. Guys, does this make sense? Let me know, fam. I really want to know if this makes sense for you guys. You guys have any questions regarding what we just talked about right now? We're looking for the same exact thing on that lower time frame that we saw on the higher time frame. Now, guys, let me tell you this right now. Just because we're dropping down on that lower time frame does not mean the market owes us a damn thing. Okay? What do I mean by that? What if market gives us that change of character, does everything that we like, but it misses us by a few pips and takes off? This can happen, and you cannot be mad. Give me a 2 if you matter of fact, give me a 10 if you understand that. You cannot be mad that market missed your entry. Okay. Just because we're dropping down to try to, fix this risk to reward, risk less pips, try to go for a bigger reward, right? Does not mean the market owes us that sniper entry to continue back up, right? It doesn't mean that. And that's okay, guys. It happens. Every trading style, you're going to be missed by a few pips just like this. You're going to have a couple snipes just like this. You're going to have a little bit of drawdown like this. Or you may just get stopped out like this. Every trading style is going to have those. Okay. But just because we dropped on a lower time frame does not mean the market owes us a damn thing. You should just be happy that the market went your way and you were correct, and just put that as a dub in itself. Does that make sense, guys? If market misses your entry but goes your way and hits your take profit, that's still a dub, guys. Just because your ratio doesn't go up on my forex book, or the forex book, or in your journal, hey, that's okay. That's a dub still. You know what I'm saying? Where do you take profit? That's a great question. That's a great question, guys. So I like to say when market makes that U-turn and flips a B for you, that's going to be your target point. So notice this, bro. We get the shoulder, neckline, the head. Now, when we change character and market gives us that buy confirmation and it comes back for you right here, when it starts to come back and heads your way to give you that entry, this is what we're targeting right here, bro. Does that make sense, Vic? I believe you asked that question. Vic, where you at, Vic? But yes, this is what we're targeting, guys. When market makes that U-turn and comes back for us, market took off, gave us that buy confirmation, makes that U-turn, comes back to give us this buy opportunity. We want to target this. We want to target that. Now, you're going to start seeing your risk to rewards get, maybe more than 1 to 3, might be 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 7s, maybe even 1 to 15s, depending on the snipe you get on that lower time frame, right? So always, guys, I will always recommend finding your 1 to 3, 1 to 2, and parceling out at least a quarter or 50% of your trade. Okay, so let's just say this is my 1 to 2 area. Okay, my bad. My tablet was freezing. I was hoping it wasn't gonna kick me out. So this is my 1 to 2 area. This is gonna be my partial zone. Okay. Now, I obviously have a higher target in mind, right? But I still want a partial throughout the way. Does that make sense? Yes, where the market makes your last change of character, that's where you want to target. But does that make sense, fam? Because now, guys, once you start trading like this and you start going from higher to lower time frame to get that, better risk to reward, better snipe, yada yada, so on and so forth, you're gonna find yourself trading a lot of 1 to 6s, 1 to 8s, 1 to 10s, 1 to 12s. Now that's great, right? That's great. We want to target those swings, but we still need to partial out minimum 1 to 2, 1 to 3s. Okay, I just want to make sure that's clear for you guys. Now, there was a question asked, what is partials? Okay, partialing out. Partials is taking a piece off the playing field and putting it into your account. Okay, so let's just say when we entered here and we're up about $50 as soon as it hits this partial zone. I'm going to go inside MT5 or Trade Locker, whatever you trade on, and I'm going to take off 50, or I'm sorry, there's 50% profit. I'm going to go ahead and take half off the playing field and put $25 into my trading account and let the other 25 continue to run and potentially hit my take profit. Does that make sense? That makes sense, guys? That's what partialing is. So make sure if you don't know how to make sure you contact the person who brought you in, or hit up the powerhouse chat so one of us can show you how to partial. But yes. Now, somebody asked where if the market misses your entry, is the zone SP shoulder still valid? On this lower time frame, for me, I'm not really looking for it. Not a whole lot. I mean, you can test trade it on the way back, but once it comes to this area, it misses your entry and flies. I mean, especially if you're on that lower time frame, 1 to 5 minute, ugh, not really interested in those after, to be honest. To be honest. Okay, and it said, what is the difference between change of character and break of structure? Okay, so this is for Brandon Rands. Brandon Rands, where you at, bro? Front of the class, bro. All right. So break of structure, BOS means break of structure, right? But what does break of structure mean? It means market is continuing to trend. Okay, so when market gives us that BOS, notice how we just broke structure, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high. Market just gave us a BOS. Why? Because market is continuing trend to the upside, right? And you'll find this happening over and over and again. Higher high, higher low, BOS, right? And this is going to rinse and repeat over and over again. Does that make sense, bro? So a BOS is continuing trend, right? Give me a one if that makes sense, bro. Yeah? All right, awesome. Now a change of character. Notice how we go from a bullish move. Market is bullish, right? Now notice every time market broke structure to the upside, market never broke to the downside. So this is why we need that change of character line for sell opportunities. Because if we don't break and close below this line, guys, the market will most likely just continue up and buying. Boom. Right. So let's just say market does its thing. Market does its thing and just continues to buy. Right. Awesome. Awesome. Let's stay fresh. Where's my closest low to live price? Live price is right here right now. Right. So I need this at my closest low. Boom. Now, once market breaks and closes below that, that now changed character from an uptrend to downtrend character. Does that make sense, bro? Does that make sense, Brandon? Yes. Once we get this, we're now looking for sell opportunities. Awesome, brother. Awesome. That's why that is so important. And that's the difference. So once we get this, boom, confirmation just happened. This is a change of character. So now we could look for sell options. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is why this is so important, guys. Now, who wants to go look at some live examples, fam? Who is ready? Let's go. Let's go, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, guys. I'm seeing this opportunity right now on NZDJPY. So I like this for a couple of reasons. One, we broke this low, right? And levels is saying, yo, we just got to break a structure to the downside. Awesome. Not only that, look what we got here. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we change character, right? So we have a change of character and a BOS in the same setup. BOS to the downside, right? So guys, is this my, is this? I'm not even gonna count that. Actually, let me see. Oh, okay, I was gonna say. All right. So notice, guys, I thought this was green, but it's still red. So this would be my breakout rally. You guys see that? Breakout rally. We follow that rally back up to the last buying candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, right here. The last buying candle, right? We can go ahead and highlight that. Level is actually finding it for you, which is amazing. Oops. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So guys, if you were looking to enter at this video, let's see if you get there. Boom. Snipe. KT would have got a snipe and a half, bro. And that's okay, right? I would have got some drawdown. A little bit. And that's okay with me. A little bit of drawdown. It's all right. Some light, right? Now, this is KT setup right here, right? I want to get in. I'm not worried about the snipe. I know where the buy or sell zone is. I know where my stop loss should be, right? Super, super fire. Now, again, guys, this is the 1 hour time frame. So this would technically be your macro setup, right? So let's go ahead and drop a time frame and see if we could find anything inside of here that could tell us market wants to sell down now. So let's drop down to 15. Let's see. Let's go to the 30 real quick. Oh man, this one did sturdy. This looks like one guy's that doesn't let us get in, but we'll take a look. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Notice how this is the last pullback, right? Higher high, higher low, markets inside of our zone. Okay, so this would be my BOS. Boom, and then we got our change of character right here. Awesome. Cool. So I have two opportunities right here. Notice how this red candle broke structure. So this green candle would be my starting point right there. That's literally one of my entries right there. If you're on the 5 minute, that's it. That's literally it. We cannot be confused or complained. That's why we have our lines right there. Once we get that, guys, look at, notice how, let's delete this box real quick. We'll delete this line too. Notice how we have one tried to push down, two tried to push down, but nothing broke and closed below. How this red one here, right? So once we find that break and close below, boom, this is your starting point right here, right? And market never comes back to that area. Oops. Boom. And obviously I have my shoulder right here as well. So we could have got in right here, went break even, and never would have got hit again. That's on the 5 minute. Okay, now let's drop down to the 1 minute and see if there's anything that we can see. Right? Because I know not everybody trades on the 5 or the 15. So let's go down. And if it's there, it's there. And if it's not, I mean, hey guys, you take that risk not taking that test trade. Right? This is a lot cleaner, in my opinion. A lot cleaner. Right? Because look, what is levels giving you guys? I can't even zoom in that far. But notice how levels is actually letting me know, yo, we just broke structure to the upside. Right? We get a blue arrow saying, yo, bullish, bullish, bullish. And then what happens? We actually break and close below. And this actually looks pretty good now, right? Bearish rally. But what is levels letting us know? We went from buys, buys, buys to sells, sells, sells. Now let's see if levels will go back this far. It doesn't on the 1 minute. But guys, this right here, boom, sniper, sniper. My stop loss above this high, and I'm targeting higher time frame. So I entered on that lower time frame to risk less and catch more of a snipe. Now I'm gonna go up to my higher time frame. Let me find my 1 to 3 real quick. 1 to 3 partial zone. And let's go up to that 1 hour. Now, guys, where am I targeting? Where am I pulling my TP down to? Oops. Guys, this is my hour time frame, right? My higher time frame setup. I used the lower time frame for my entry, but when market dropped down and started making that U-turn to come back and get me, guys, I'm gonna use this as my TP. And now you're gonna start seeing yourself taking 1 to 24th, which is insane. Insane, guys. But look, this black line could have been your partial zone, right? Even this area right here could have been a partial zone. And that's still probably like a 1 to 8, 1 to 7. Amazing. This also could have been a partial zone right here, right? We have 3 possible areas we can partial out, and that's exactly okay. That's what we should want. We should be able to see zones that we should be able to partial out, guys. But does this make sense, fam? Does this make sense? Maybe you enter like this, test trade, right? And then you drop down to that 1 minute because you're a menace, right? Because you're a menace. And then you catch the snipe with a 1 to 20. Well, that's not a 25. 1 to 24.8 risk to reward. And now you're making moves, right? Guys, give me a 1 if this makes sense. And give me a question mark if you are lost, please. Please, please, please. Awesome. Awesome. This is amazing, guys. That was a great example. I think Josue said USD CAD.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please. Thank you, sir.
Okay, hold on. We got one question mark. We got one question mark. What was that by chance? You guys remember? That was NZDJPY. All right, Peter, where exactly are you confused at, bro?
Can you just repeat one more time because I just joined?
Oh, okay, got you. Let's drop back down. Well, so let me just go ahead and break this down real quick. So this is the 1 hour setup based off this rally, right? So we can see this rally of candles actually broke structure to the downside, right? So when you see that, we're going to go ahead and find the last buying candle that started that bearish move. So a lot of people may see this bearish move, but that didn't break this low. It actually pulled back and took a restart. Drop, 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 pulled back and restarted, and then we get that massive breakout, right? So your starting point is going to be this last buying candle. And if you have trouble, levels will actually help you and let you know. See, so it's letting you know this is your starting point. We should be looking for sales in this area, right? So based off the higher time frame, this entry is based off this 1 hour, okay? Now, this area here, we're trying to go from the 1 hour down to the 1 minute, right? Down to the 1 minute. So let me go ahead and I will lock this up. Actually, let's just delete for visual. Okay, guys. So Peter, check me out, bro. We want to look for the same exact thing, boss. Notice how we got a BOS to the upside.
Okay.
BOS to the upside. Boom. Now notice how we change character here,
Yeah.
right? Market was going up, and then it said, You know what? I think we want to continue. We want to go down now, right?" And levels actually said blue arrow, we should be looking for buys. But notice how it goes from blue arrow, look for buys, to red arrow, look for sells, right?
Yeah.
And notice how we actually get another bearish rally, right?
Yeah.
That rally gave us that change of character. So we want to look at the last buying candle that started that bearish move, which is this box here. So if we would have entered there, that would have been the play of this move on the 1 hour time frame. Or I'm sorry, on the 1 minute time frame. Does that make sense, Peter?
Yeah.
And we're going down to find our entry, which is that one minute, right? But I still want to use the higher time frame target as my take profit, right? Because it's the 1 hour setup. I was only dropping down so I can get a better risk to reward.
Okay.
Now we can see when market dropped down, once it drops down and it starts to come back up for us, we want to actually use this low right here as my target point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So I would go ahead and bring this down all the way down here. And this would now become a 1 to 21 risk to reward. So
Okay.
whatever you risk, you
Mm.
would make 21 times back.
Okay. Yeah, thank
Make
you.
sense, bro?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
makes sense.
Awesome, bro. Oops. All right, USD CAD. Oops, that's not USD CAD.
Yes, sir.
I got you, bro. I got you. Are you looking at anything specific? Or you just want me to break down USD CAD?
I was checking out a sell on the 4 hour.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There's a question that says, so you use lower time frame for your entry and higher time frame for take profit? Yes. When I go macro to micro, I still want to use that macro, that higher time frame target for my take profit. But I'm dropping down so I can get a better risk to reward. So yes. But you don't always have to do that. You know, whatever makes you feel comfortable. You could stick with the 1 to 3 on the 1 minute and you will be fine. Oh my gosh, is this not loading? I'm guessing it's stuff. All right. Give me a second. It's just loading, taking its sweet time.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so this is what I'm seeing here, right? I do see that we break structure to the downside, right? With the massive bearish move. This is on the 4 hour, right? So this last selling candle here would be my starting point, and we can see the market is right underneath that. So we could extend right now. Look at what we got over here, guys. We got higher high. This is my shoulder. Higher low. This is my neckline. Higher high. This is my head. And then massive, massive, massive change of character, right? So this is my shoulder right here with my stop loss above the head. Now, we could see if we go back to this right-hand side, market literally just touched that starting point. Now, check me out. On the 4 hour time frame, where's my closest pullback? We got higher high, higher low. So in order to change character, I need to break and close below this. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes,
We got
sir. Yes,
we got
sir.
the BOS. Right now we need this change of character. Awesome. Right. So cool. We're locked and loaded. If we can get this change of character, we got left shoulder, head, change of character. Now let's start looking for some sell opportunities, right? This is the 4-hour time frame. And if I go up to the daily, there is no structure right there, but that's okay. Now let's go back down to the 1 hour real quick. Actually, let's go back up. Because what do we have here, guys? We have a BOS, right? Which means there should be a starting point right there. Boom. So until we change character, guys, we are not looking for sales because market can literally bounce off of this, put this starting point into profit, right into the next buy zone, and we're gone. Does that make sense, guys? Right? When market's coming down,
Yes, sir.
Don't automatically think sales yet. Let us get that clear confirmation, and then we can start looking to enter. Okay, the market's not going to leave you, and if it does, it will come back. It will come back for you. Now let's drop down to the 1 hour time frame. All right, so now check me out. We're getting closer and closer to the market. It's saying this is my BOS. And now this is my starting point right here. Boom. So now I would need to change a character in this area. So there's a lot of people will get confused with, what starting point do I take? And it all goes based off of time frame, guys, right? This is huge. Off of time frame. On the 1 hour, guys, this is the 1 hour starting point. And this is live price is right here. So if you'd like, you can take an entry right here and continue it back up. Now, because Josue's expecting sells, I'm sure he would like to get this change of character. So we can go ahead
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
and looking for some sells, right? So some of these are going to have to get clapped, but knowing that it still goes from time frame by time frame. So this is the 1 hour setup, right? We could possibly sell it down, but we have to understand this is the 4 hour starting point, correct? Which means we need this starting point to get clapped, right? I'm pretty sure that the 1 minute happened already. Well, let's drop down, guys, because it goes by time frame by time frame. It has to happen on the 1 minute, to happen on the 5, to happen on the 1 hour, to happen on the 4 hour, to happen on the daily. Okay, so we can see here that 5 minute hasn't happened yet. I would need this to change character. But on the 1 minute, I mean, this is the closest one right here. And we can see already, it's already getting a reaction. That would be my change of character. This would be my starting point. Right, so it goes by time frame by time frame. And I know that could be kind of confusing, but you have to have your zones marked up, guys. Right, take opportunities as they come. Because until we actually break this 4 hour structure, we are not completely bearish yet. I know some people may think, once we break that 1 hour structure, we're bearish. No, it goes scalping goes from the 1 minute to the 1 hour. Now intraday can go from the 1 hour to the 4 hour, and then swinging goes from the 4 hour to the weekly, right? So big moves don't happen. Really massive big moves don't happen until we actually break 4 hour daily structure, right? So we would need the market to actually give us this in order for us to even think about massive swings down. Does that make sense, guys? Till then, you could
Yes, sir.
you can take an opportunity buy here and continue up. And if market gives you that clap, well, look it. I already know where it's going, bro. Right here.
A question.
What's up?
Yeah. I was gonna ask if if they market a changed a character on the on the uh, uh, on the 1 hour on the 1 hour, do we sell off of that's that like starting a point, a zone, or do we sell off of the original zone up top?
You're talking about sell off this right here?
Yeah.
No. We're gonna want to find the fresh starting point that's right here.
Okay.
Find the
Okay.
fresh
Okay.
starting point, and then we can go
Yeah.
ahead and use this.
I guess. Okay. Awesome, bro.
Does that
Cool,
make
cool.
sense?
Yeah. It does. It does.
Guys,
Oh, thank
does
you.
this make
Thank you.
of course, bro. Does this make sense right here, guys? I know that part is a little advanced, and I know a lot of people get stuck with that. You know, I'm including myself in the beginning. But until you guys really understand that swings, like big moves, aren't happening until 4 hour daily structure gets broken. If the 1 hour structure gets broken, guys, most likely it was probably liquidity for the next hour. So if this 1 hour structure gets broken, probably just liquidity for that 4 hour structure. And then we continue up, right? I hope somebody had some clicking moments with that. I'm sorry if you didn't, but if you're still confused, guys, just jump up a time frame. Notice how we have two starting points, right? Let me jump up to the 4 hour. Now we only have one, right? Now we only have one. And big moves happen on the 4 hour and daily anyway. So maybe you'll just forget about this one and focus on this. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a one if that makes sense. Because at the end of the day, you need to have a clear chart and a clear mind. For me, I can go ahead and have kind of a messy chart like this because I know what I'm looking for and what needs to happen. Maybe you're like, bro, that's too much clutter. I need it clean. Okay, jump up a time frame so we can go ahead and clear everything up. And now we have something clear that looks like this. Does that make sense, guys? Boom. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions at all? Any questions at all before we go ahead and close um, down this call for the rest of the night? Of course, man. No, I ain't gonna lie, guys. Low key, I was kind of like frustrated because the Wi-Fi was acting up at my crib, and then over here at my girl's crib, and I was like, man, I want this call to be freaking fire, bro. Like the last couple calls, last 5 to 10 calls have been spot on fire because we've been breaking everything down into a simplistic form, and I'm trying to give you guys literally the cheat code made easy. I'm trying to give you levels and smart money into everything made easy. So you guys can go ahead and watch the YouTubes, watch the recording, take your guys' notes, so you guys can have the answers to the test while you guys trade, right? I just want to make a quick announcement. I've been doing one-on-ones. You guys know I've been doing one-on-ones with a lot of people. I will be cracking down on those one-on-ones. I'm gonna be doing less, and I'll be doing more focus groups. Um, but not like how I did. I know some of y'all were in my last focus group, and it lasted for like 2 months ish. This would be like I'm gonna be collecting about 5 to 10 names and before I even get on a call with everybody, right? Because I want to go ahead and focus on the business as well. I want to focus on my private life and get all soaked up and swole, baby. You feel me? So I need some personal time as well. But again, I'm willing to compromise and take down names who are willing to get on a group focus call. If you guys are down. If not, don't hit me up. I don't care. But if you are, hit me up and I'll go ahead and write your name down. Make sense, guys? But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great trading week. Please trade responsibly. If you have any questions, hit me up in the Powerhouse chat. Oxnard, Cali does not matter. And let's get it, guys. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. I will be asking for homework every week. Every week. 6 to 9 setups. Buys, sells, 3 whatever you want. 3 buys, 3 sells, 3 whatever you want. And I want to do that because I know one, you need to get your hands dirty, right? And you're only going to get feedback when you ask your questions or send in your charts. So that's the only way you're going to get better, right? So I need you guys to send in your charts so we can go ahead and get advanced and I can start helping you. And then once you guys start having those clicking moments, we're going to have these chats popping with literally trades on a daily basis. Like imagine Josue sending in 9 trades, me sending in 9 trades, Jenny, David, Sophia, Vic, KT. Imagine everybody setting in trades and we're all looking at the same thing. There might even be a time where a couple of us have the same thing marked up and we're like, you know what? Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, to get the level chat popping with charts, with trade ideas, get the powerhouse Kelly and Oxnard chats popping with trade ideas. And guys, it's all about being comfortable, right? Let's get out of our comfort zone, right? Out of our comfort zone, onto the charts, marking up the charts, sending them in to get feedback. And then who knows? Your trade that you sent in could have got some people paid, including myself, right? So facts, Vinny, always willing to help out. Make sure to ask him for feedback. Closed mouths do not get fed. Agreed. Right, guys. So with that being said, I will see you guys on Friday. You guys have a great trading week, man. Blessed. Peace and love, fam. Peace and love.